we walk towards the nudist beach and we see like 1 or 2 people that's like nude. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna like jump into the water. Like I'm gonna like take off my clothes. Like, do you wanna like? And I'm sitting there. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know what to say. I'm like, this is episode 23. Glad to be back. Lots of things have been going on. Things are slowly starting to ramp up. At the beginning of the year, things are slow, but I'm starting to get into momentum, and 2021 is feeling to really like start taking off, for me at least. How's everything on your end, Krishn?
It's been good. I feel the same. Feels like this year's gonna be a different year. Feels like everything's gonna be okay. It feels like I might go overseas this year. Maybe. We'll see. Imagine if we can go overseas. That would be insane. Oh, I cannot wait. I'm gonna finish uni this year. That's gonna be finished. Hopefully everything will be fine. I wanna go snow with you. I wanna go. I don't know. I wanna go Tasmania. I think Tasmania would be sick. Just like, why not? I'm looking into it, but you know what? Yeah, that's right. Be positive. How have you been? Talk me through it. Stephen, how have you been?
Alright, so I recently started uni this week, so that's been alright so far. I have one class that's on campus, which I'm really happy about, because, you know, just being able to go and travel to uni.
Because you want to get a girlfriend, don't you?
No, I don't.
Nope.
But I'm still currently on standby with Macca's. I haven't gotten a shift yet. Yeah, it's.
Alright,
I recently
start applying to other jobs.
Yeah, I think I might as well.
Do it, bro.
Yeah,
do it. You owe them nothing. Just do it. Just
I
go
might
back
be
to
looking
IKEA.
for.
Go back to IKEA. Be like, bang.
I
In your resume, got accepted by McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear a lot about Tasmania. I hear Tasmania's like an amazing place to travel. Been like hanging out with all these like backpackers. Well, only one. This guy named Ludek. He's from Czech Republic. I met him in Noosa in Queensland, and he came to Sydney. Showed him around Royal National Park. I'm gonna meet up with him in Blue Mountains tomorrow. Planning to go camping with him. Check this out. But fill in everyone while I'm trying to get this.
What's he doing?
He's showing us something. He's
Okay.
I'm just very confused. He's just met this guy on a road trip, and
and then oh damn.
Oh my god, he's being groomed again. He's being groomed again.
I'm excited. Oh
my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All you need is you just need the hiking pole now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you need. You're set. Where'd you get it from, Kathmandu?
So this is a backpack. It has literally everything. Got a sleeping bag. Oh, is that a spider? Holy shit, there's a spider. Alright, who killed the spider? I don't know if you guys saw this, like a baby spider. But yeah, there's like camping gear everywhere, from the tent to sleeping bag, pillows, inflatable mattress, cooker, some military knife, and I got the whole set last night. Drove all the way up to West Pymble near Chatswood, North Sydney. Took me like 40 minutes to get there. Negotiated on everything. Initially I was just going to buy the tent. So he listed up this tent. It was like a $200 tent. It was I think it's called Wild Expedition tent. What was the exact name? Something Wild Explorer tent? Dart 1. Wilderness Equipment. Dart 1 tent.
When are you going camping?
I'm going to go Thursday.
For the weekend?
Just for the night.
Oh, for one night. Whereabouts? In Blue Mountains?
Blue Mountains, yeah.
Okay. You know what I rated though? You know, would be sick camping by the the cliffs on the sea and then going fishing or something the day before. I think
Yeah.
you told me that, or someone told me.
Yeah, I showed you. Let's do that. I'm down. Now I got the gear. Now I got the gear to do it.
Wow, I've
Ooh,
never
ooh.
camped before. I've
Yeah.
never camped before. Just imagine the horror stories you'd have when you're camping in the Blue Mountains, bro. What if a dingo takes your baby?
That's true. Yeah. Just you gotta sit inside a tent and zip it up. Zip it up.
Yep. And all that's standing between you and death and that dingo is that bag that you bought. That bag is your self-protection.
Dude, I feel like
Steven,
Hodor wearing it. Hodor from Game of Thrones.
I have gone camping quite a lot when I was little. I think it was in a place called Forster.
Oh, Foster.
Yeah.
Foster.
Yeah.
But basically, it was like, you know how people would camp there and they would like be in the housing areas? My family and I would go like deep down in the roads and be like, you know, more out in the open, more like chill, try to like absorb in nature, that type of thing.
Is it like the same as like year 6
Foster's
camp, Stephen? Is it the same as like year 6 and year 7 camp? Or year 10 camp?
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Nice. So you like stay in cabins and you shower.
Oh
and,
wait,
like-
no, not cabins. It's not that. This is what it looks like.
So what happens when you need to go toilet, Stephen? What do you do?
Oh, there's like a toilet nearby, like in the shower area.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, but this is what it would like look like when I would go like camping with my family.
Oh. So you stay in an actual tent.
Yep.
Nice, Stephen. Nice.
So proud of you, Stephen.
Thank you.
You two should both go on a camping trip together and film the whole thing.
You know what you should do? I reckon the thing you guys should do,
That's fair.
Krishn and Stephen, you guys should like go on like a road trip together. Like imagine if you guys like went on like a 5-hour road trip and you like vlog the experience. That'll be dope. Like just 5 hours in the car. You guys could drop by, get Maccas.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Make
You
like a
and Steven
podcast
should do
episode
it.
out of it.
You and Steven do it, and then me and Steven do it, and then we'll make like a compilation. It'll be fantastic. But alas, we move. He's going camping. He's got all the goods. Did you see what happened recently?
What happened
Facebook?
recently? What happened on
You
Facebook?
saw Facebook, right? What happened to Facebook in Australia?
I did not.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't.
Steven, you know.
What happened?
Oh God, Steven. Come on, Steven. You should know
Facebook
this.
charges Australia, like Australians can't post news.
Yeah.
What else?
Is it?
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Australia
Yeah,
can't
how'd
post
you know?
news on Facebook or something?
Yeah, how'd you know? Yeah. You told me you didn't know, you liar. But yeah, Facebook literally
Oh.
just banned all Australian news sites from publishing any public news on their platform. Isn't that insane? They just literally, because remember we were talking about it ages ago with the media bargaining code, where
Yeah,
Google
they did this
threatened
with
to put-
Google.
Yeah, so it's a media bargaining code, so it applies to like most social media websites where they threatened to pull their services out from everywhere, and then Facebook literally just pulled it out. They're like, yeah, no, okay, bye. We're just gonna stop all news platforms from posting their content on our website. Like they actually did it.
Dude, Australia news is weird. There's something weird. Like, what's up with Australia? Like, freaking bargaining to like telling all these social media platforms to like charge for their services. Australia is weird like that.
Their governments they just got too entitled. They thought that they had too much power, and then literally what happened? You know that Pikachu meme where like it's like you do something and then there's a Pikachu meme with the mouth open. It's just like it's like oh, the Australian government, threatens to stop using Facebook services. Facebook pulls the entire Australian news services from its website. Australian government, yeah, the Pikachu.
You know why I want to like go overseas? I want to flex the Australian accent. Like, dude, it works. Like when I was in America, I didn't get to hang out with many people my age, which sucked, but it works. Like people, you talk and people are like, that's why I'm really keen to travel overseas, because like doing the road trip in Australia is a bit boring because like no one's really shocked that you're traveling because like you're just like local. But if you're like overseas, like dude, I want to do hanging out with Ludek. I might do freaking hitchhiking in Europe.
Oh my god, you're gonna do it. You're gonna backpack in Europe.
Backpack in Europe, get that backpack, and freaking apparently that's old school. The trick is you go straight to petrol stations on highways. So you go to petrol stations and you just talk to everyone apparently.
Jesus, like that's such a typical thing to do, like backpack across Europe. It's so cheap because Europe's hella expensive, so it'd be such a cheap, viable option. But like, would you actually do it? Like, how many countries would you reckon you'd go to? Oh, he can take you around everywhere, right?
So he lives in Australia, Queensland. But I don't know. I think I would like land in like somewhere like Paris, somewhere I like, and just wing it from there. Just like explore Paris, find out what are the surrounding countries, and just wing it from there. That's sort of the skills I've learned from the recent road trip. And then just try literally backpack everywhere with the backpack. Don't bring any laptop. Just bring my phone, a camera. Keep it lean. And then accommodation. I think he like what I let Ludek would like freaking. He would carry a tent, so we'd just like sleep in a tent in a park in Europe.
Is that allowed?
Apparently in Europe there's like free camping everywhere.
But I feel like Paris would be a dangerous place to land when you're starting off.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like those like cities like Paris, like those cities, like you definitely can't like set up a tent.
Bro, you set up a tent in Paris and you're finished. You're actually finished. Like you'll still be sleeping in the tent, but you'll have nothing with you.
Yeah.
It just won't work like that. But I feel like if you can go like Switzerland and Switzerland would be amazing, but probably in summer. You got to go in summer. Imagine it opens up in July. Imagine you can go in July. Would you go straight away?
Yeah, for sure. If the borders open, I think one thing I'm thinking about going to Philippines and like just like backpacking but not hitchhiking around Philippines, visiting all my VAs, visiting all 20 employees.
Well, you have that here. Let's see if all of them listen. Your boss is going to visit you. He's going to rock up to your workplace and just be like, "Are you doing more work?" Yeah, that's a real reason behind you wanting to go to the Philippines. You don't want to see them. You want to see them doing them.
Yeah. Check up on them, see what's up. I was talking to one of my recruiters. I was just talking about that, and she was like, "Yeah, come over. You know, I know a lot of friends. You know, I can set you up on a lot of blind dates because we're talking." I was asking about if she's married. Our project manager, she has a husband and like a young kid, and they're like, "Oh, what about you, Andy? Do you have any girlfriends?" I'm like, "No, I don't." They're like, "Oh, how come? You know what? When you come to the Philippines, I know many girls."
I can set you up. I can find you a wife. Settle down in the Philippines.
Oh, dude, I've talked to like people within my team where we're just talking about like each other's family, and he'll be like, "Oh, so how old are you? Oh, you're 21. Oh, you're hella young. You still got a lot of time. My sister's 21 years old." In silence, and we're like, "Yeah, we need to find you a girlfriend." And I'm just like, yeah.
A real life arranged marriage, bro. Just married to a Filipino. Just do it. Just imagine backpacking across the Philippines. I feel like that'd be scary as well, bro. The amount of bugs and shit that are there, bro. Dead set. No way, I couldn't do it. But go visit all your employees, and then just go get married. Just come back. Just come back with a wife. Surely you would. Surely you do it for the boys.
Yeah.
Oh, Stephen would. Stephen would do it without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen, how's your love life? How's things when it comes to girls, Stephen?
You know, I just talk to them. That's about it. Don't really, you know, just keeping like a mutual friendship. Don't really want to like fully progress it.
Nice. Well, how many mutual relationships that you don't want to progress do you have going on?
Like 3 or 4.
Nice, Stephen. So you just feel like, hey, what's up? Every few weeks.
Yeah.
Steven's my hero. We should set up. We should do like an experiment. Set up like a online dating profile for Steven with his consent. Obviously, we wouldn't do it behind his back. With his consent, and just send it to the world. Just send him to the world, and then see what happens. I want to see the universe's reaction.
Imagine like Steven like pulls. Steven might like randomly pull.
You know what? I believe
Steven has like the quirk. I reckon Steven has the right amount of quirk where it's just like girls are like, "Oh, this guy's like he's different. He's different."
Thank you.
I agree. I
I'm
think
really
it'll be
flattered
great.
to hear that.
I think I think it'll be a great. I think it'll be a great social experiment. What do you say, Stephen? Are you game?
Steven's in his bio is going to be like,
Sure.
I make beats, I'm part of a podcast, and like I edit videos or something.
Wait, Stephen, do you make beats?
I haven't been making them recently, but like back then, I guess like I
Steven,
tried to make beats and all that.
Play Krishn one of your beats on your phone.
Oh my god. My phone's charging right now. Can we save it for like next time then?
Alright,
I'll
and
be,
then
like,
over the week he's
shy.
just going to be making brand new beats.
Yeah, he does. Kenny Beats are coming back, bro. Kenny Beats, Stephen Beats, bro. He's here, bro. You got this, bro. Back yourself, bro. Back yourself, Stephen.
Dude,
You're a
so
king.
today I was like in the middle of a meeting and I was just hearing these weird loud noises in like the back of my house. And I couldn't tell if it was in my backyard or if it was like the next door neighbor, that side, that side. I was like, what the f is this noise? So I go out and there's these two guys, two old men from the house behind me cutting down trees. And I'm like by the time I got there, it was too late. Literally, I could see directly through to his whole house, and they could see directly to me. And I was like, what the hell do I do? Like, now he has a clear view of me. So if you guys don't know, there's this old man that stares at me naked sometimes.
Oh, it's a little bit deeper than that. He stares at him naked and he goes out of his way to stare at him naked. He goes out of his way to stare at him naked and touch
And then-
himself at the same time.
And then
So-
I was like, I need to confront him. Like, now's the time. Like, if I don't confront him, he's just gonna start like just staring at me a lot more. And like now his boyfriend there, I need to confront him. And I'm nervous. I'm like, what do I do? What do I say? And I'm like, I'm gonna whip out my camera. I'm gonna record this conversation. It'll be cool content. It'll be something to talk about on the podcast. And I freaking confront him. And I'm gonna get my phone. I'm gonna send the footage over, and we'll watch it together. And it was like pretty interesting.
Meanwhile,
All right, so there's one person at work who really just I just don't understand how any of this works. I don't get it. I think of a lizard, okay? Because this person, they don't want to actively engage with anyone. They don't make an effort to talk to anyone. They just go to their desk in the morning, say a quick hi, then scurry away, as if like a lizard, like a cold-blooded lizard. They come out in the sun for a little bit, then they just scurry away back inside, right? So this lizard is somewhat on paper a very capable lizard. They've graduated with a graduate degree, with an undergraduate degree in law, or so their lizard claims. So they have a degree in law. You think if you have a degree in law, what do you think, Stephen? If someone comes up to you and be like, "Oh yeah, I've got a graduate degree in law and I used to practice as a lawyer. I have a legal background." What do you think?
You think smart, you think educated, you think like hardworking.
Exactly.
Intellect.
That's it. Smart, hardworking, intelligent, well-read. Right? This lizard is probably the dumbest person I've ever met in my life. Honest to God, like so stupid. I just don't know how they're still in the role that they have. The amount of work that they do in a day is equivalent. If you started right now, you'd do more. Let's just put it that way. And that this person's been there for like at least 6 months now, 7 months, 8 months.
But continue, cut that out. No. Is this person attractive? Is this person attractive? Oh no.
I'll show you later. But
Okay.
It's just honestly become a mystery at work. Like this is this huge mystery. How does this person
Under the radar.
How does this person have a graduate degree as a lawyer, having practiced as a lawyer before, but the output they're producing is literally dog, like it's literal dog. They don't do anything. It's just like, honestly, if you put like a pebble there, the pebble would do more. If you put a potato there, a potato would give you the same output. They're wasting a lot of money in a year to have this person as an employee. And the thing is, because of the place that we work, it's like all these employee rights and everything. So it's like, oh, we can't dismiss them and everything. You know, it's just like like we have to have a fair reason for dismissal. It can't be otherwise they can file for unfair dismissal, and then there's a lot of other background stuff that can go on.
Is that person meeting KPIs? Is the person meeting KPIs?
None. I'm telling you, no.
So you can't fire someone for not meeting KPIs?
They can, but because it was like probation, to be honest, I honestly don't know why they haven't pulled the trigger yet. It's honestly, I think because they're too scared and they're too nice. Like you'd have to do something really, really, really wrong.
And did the person pass the probation?
Yeah.
Oh,
they've been there 1 month longer than me, so 7 months.
Oh, so the person has been longer for you. Damn, okay.
Yeah. And like they're supposed to be a smart person. They're studying a master's degree in law at UCID, a master's degree in law at UCID, but they're just stupid. And I think the managers are finally having enough, and they're finally being like, okay, like there's a lot of stuff that's going on at the moment where like, gosh, that person's actually just straight useless. And I'm just like, what would you do in that situation? If someone it's literally one of those situations where they're tiptoeing around it, they're too scared to like say anything because they know that how bad this person is, so they're tiptoeing around this person, being like, oh, they're trying to tell them, oh, like try and push yourself, try and do better. They've had conversations with like, oh, you're not meeting standards and everything, right? But like it's very clear to see everyone is miles ahead and doing so much better, but this person literally just clueless, stupid. They made a comment the other day. A person in a meeting, because we have a meeting, right? In the meetings, we have it on Microsoft Teams, so we can see everyone's face. And a man of darker complexion was wearing a darker colored singlet.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay. And then he's my manager. And one of the senior managers made a joke, be like, oh, look at this, look at the manager not wearing a shirt to the meeting. Everyone started laughing. This lizard out of nowhere was like, oh, it looks like he's not wearing anything. And then it was dead silent. It was no one said a single thing. It was awkward. You know those awkward moments that you get when you hear the crickets chirping? The crickets were chirping. And it's like everyone was just like, you know, if it was in an actual meeting room, everyone would just be looking at each other. Everyone would be looking at each other like this, like, and heads down. But because it was Teams, everyone was just like, whoa, like, it's just essentially a webcam facing it. You see everyone's webcam. Everyone's just looking at each other like, oh, what do we do? And then one of the managers was like, okay, moving along swiftly. And then the next week, the manager literally, he said, oh, I have an announcement to make, guys, and I prefer it if no one interrupts me. And he let it out. He went on a rant about racism and everything. Like, I understand that I'm a man of color, but this should not impact on how people see me, and I don't find those comments appreciative at all. I find them extremely racist and just disheartening. And that was more like everyone was like, I had to turn my camera off because I was like, oh, I was creasing. And then that happened, and I messaged everyone, and then like everyone was just like, what happened? And the whole time, because of the lizard, the lizard made the comment, and the lizard's face was on the screen when he was making that rant, and you could just see the lizard's face. They were just like, they knew it was about them because only one person made a comment, and they were just like half smirk, half like, oh, and it was just the most awkwardest thing. Anyway, long story short, this liability and a half is just useless. Don't know how to get rid of them. What would you do? How would you respond in a situation where it's obviously very obvious that one person isn't performing as well? They're literally clueless. In every team meeting you've ever had, they're literally clueless. They're an airhead, and it's like every time they speak, they're like, oh, they say something stupid or something completely wrong, or like every time, say you say, oh, what have you done today, or like what have you, it's like, oh, they blame other things, like, oh, the technology hasn't been working, I don't really like the interface of your company, it's making me hard for me to work. And they keep playing the blame game. They don't have an output. 7 months in, what do you do?
I think like after three warnings, the first one will be pretty indirect, the second one would be a bit more direct, and the third one's like really direct. For example, the first one will be like, hey, you've been missing out on the previous deadlines. What deadline do you want to set for this new sort of task? Okay, cool, let's stick on this deadline. So that's the indirect
that's
one.
Good. So the second one, give them an opportunity to like work around it. It's like, how can we facilitate to make sure it works out better for you?
Yeah. And after 3, it's just like I'm triggered and I just fire them.
What would you do for the second one though?
The second one, I'll probably be like, hey, we've been missing all the deadlines. What do you think we can do to be on time with all future tasks? So I basically asked them to give me the solution. Be like, hey, you've been missing out. What's the solution you have for me? So that's the second one. And the third one is a blade out, like, yo, like, we've given you multiple chances. You're always missing out on deadlines. This sort of, we really need catch up. Like, we have a huge backlog that we need catch up on, and we need this done by this, we need this done. What date would work for you? They give us a date, and then if like literally they sort of make it like a day after, or like even rather than submitting it, say 12 a.m. on the 23rd of Feb, they submitted it 4 a.m. So like 4 hours late or something. When the probation period comes, it's like instant fire. But that usually happens within the first month. So that 3-part series, I can get that done. Like I take that out in the first month. So when the probation period ends, I can fire that person without much guilt. It's much harder if it's split out across a large amount of time. If it's like warning 1 on month 2, warning 2 on month 4, warning 3 on month 9, then maybe I'll keep them and sort of see and give them probably 5 chances rather than 3, and try to like each one get more and more direct, because I've had a situation where it was like 3 over 9 months, and after having direct conversations, and it's already awkward by conversation 3 because you're super direct, they're like, okay, I don't want to make any more mistakes, let's try to be perfect. And a lot of people has proven me wrong. Like people I thought that I was going to fire in 1 or 2 months proved me wrong after making no more mistakes after the 3rd direct warning.
So that's what you need. You need a direct approach, and at least that way you can set out that expectation, because at the end of the day, you're the one paying the salary.
Exactly.
And if they're not giving you the output that you want or need, like, and you've given them warnings and you've told them, look, I do appreciate you, but I just need you to work harder because, and it's like, we're not asking the world of you. It's obviously if your output isn't to what the standards are, like it's just quick maths, just get rid of them, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, see, and you have the direct conversations and it's worked, right?
Yeah, and then I think I understand from a manager's perspective, because my managers, they're really lenient. Like I'll be like, should we fire this person? She'll be like, nah, let's like give them a try for longer. And they're more lenient because they're not the one that's directly paying. So I'm a bit more anal because it's literally, it's draining my money and blood. So I'm more strict on those stuff. But as a manager, when you're not spending your own money, it's less like, you can be more lenient, just like your managers. And now I'm like, what if I somehow tie team performance with managers' commission or managers' wage, where they're incentivized for having a good team? That would really change things. I'm going to write that down.
It's a bonus. It's literally a bonus. The managers get a bonus if their teams, their direct reporting teams, perform to or above allocated standards set by yourself.
Exactly.
And then you can review that performance at the end of the financial year. Done.
And then when they're done, do that. They're incentivized to literally fire B and C players and try to keep on rotating until they just only have a team of A's, because in that case, they're just constantly getting commissions.
And then you can put it on the managers, be like, look, your commission is dependent on that output. If they don't meet it, you don't get it. So you tell me whether, and then they'll immediately just turn back to me like, yeah, fine. But then at the same time, you could have a high turnover rate because you're not going to give people the time that they need. And given from the experience of you actually having that 3rd conversation, and it worked, right?
That's true. Because the reason why I would let these employees stay for longer, it's because the manager's saying, hey, Andy, let's actually give this person more time. So it's sort of a bad cop, good cop situation, where if we create 2 bad cops, we might just be firing everyone left and right.
Exactly. And then it's just not a good look either, you know what I mean? Like it's harder for you to essentially establish a good like network of people that you work under, and then go from there. So it's just, you can understand now why they just take the time.
Exactly. Makes sense. Dude,
let's see the video.
This week, we'll do this story first, but I had another story, but let's watch the video.
Okay, wait.
No, we'll watch the video first, because we don't want to bounce too much. You're right. I'm going to share my screen, Stephen, for a sec.
Oh god, this is red hot.
Oh. Hello guys. How's everything? he has this weird like hello, yeah, we just, he has this, it's just weird, like, you know, I have nothing against gay people, but he has a really like feminine like, you know, that's his voice, and it's like really creepy sort of. Why? And this was scary. He was basically saying, hey, what you see is actually just the beginning. We are bringing in a person to cut down these trees from the roots. And I was like, what the hell? Like, what? You want to cut? There's literally going to be nothing then. Like, if you take out all these trees, I'm going to see nothing. Like, what the hell? And then basically there's a lot of rapport building. Hey, why? Basically, apparently the trees are a nuisance and it's hard to maintain, so they're just taking the tree down. And it's a bit creepy because, like, it's weird having no trees between your neighbor. Very interesting. It's going to make everything really open, I guess. They're like, you'll get plenty of light. I'm like, I don't want light.
But it hasn't been a problem for so long. Why they're...
Yeah, why now? Why now? Yeah. And then there's just a lot of rapport building. How are you? How's everything been? And I prefer that. I'd love you to come my way. I do want to, I love meeting you. I love saying, but I did want to ask about that. Oh, okay. I think it was this. That's going to be like a lot of open. One thing I've noticed, sometimes I have like employees come over, like team members. We do notice sometimes you're walking around completely naked, and sometimes you are staring just straight to the window, and it is slightly uncomfortable. I don't, mind, but I did want to ask about that. And then dead silence. And then his boyfriend or his friend is just staring at like his boyfriend, it's dead silent. It's like freaking awkward. And I'm trying to just be confident and just push, like, make it awkward so they break. Yeah, well, he said, we can't get down to the nudist beach anymore. Yeah, sometimes he's just nude and he's just staring through windows, and sometimes the team members do get a bit uncomfortable. But I do want to, I love meeting you, I love saying hi. Sometimes when you're just standing and staring, it is a bit uncomfortable, but I do like to come out, say hi and greet you, and I prefer that. I'd love you to come by and wave and say, hi Andy, if everything's okay. I think I prefer that much more, and I love talking to you, but the staring, that is sometimes a bit... And he says, okay, and he's just sad. He's like, okay. And then they try to change the topic. They're like, oh, have you seen the cat around the neighborhood? There's this like grey cat. I'm like, I don't care about the cat.
It's because they've been called out. They literally just got called out so hard, and then you put it onto them, and oh my god, bro. Like legit, I knew that like it was either that or they're just gonna be staring at me forever with no trees. It was a perfect timing with him and his boyfriend. I knew I had to do this. I had to stand up for myself. I can't take this shit. And if I do this, it'll make me stronger when it comes to future complications. I think you handled it so well, like the way you talked and the way you said it. Like I would have just, I don't know, because the way you hit him with the I feel uncomfortable, but I still love talking to you, I still want to talk to you. It's just, please just refrain from doing that. Whereas I don't know how I would have handled it. I think I just would have been like, why are you staring at me naked like that? That's just weird. Like he didn't apologize. He didn't apologize. Yeah, he was just silent. He was just like, yeah, okay. It's called, oh my god, he's actually oh, you're getting groomed, Andy. He's grooming you. You have a predator for a neighbor. Oh no. And every morning I've been practicing guitar now, and I sit in front of my table and I'm playing. I'm like,
and I always look at the window to make sure he isn't staring at me, so it's a bit like weird. Now I can't even comfortably play guitar because I feel like a guy is going to hear the music and he's going to stare at me playing guitar. But I'm glad I went ahead and did that.
Imagine you just notice a movement at the corner of your eye when you're playing the guitar, and it's just an old naked man just running, just like scurrying.
You know what I learned from that? Communication. Like it's like sometimes, hopefully, I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully there's no more staring. If there's no more staring, this shows the power of communicating. Like you usually build things up in your head, and maybe it's just sometimes you just ask about it. That's usually what fixes everything. Communication is so powerful.
Air it out. Stephen, what would you have done in that situation? Just so everyone knows, Stephen was very uncomfortable, very scared when he did witness it. Fair enough. You know, that is quite a disturbing scene. I think I was scared when I saw the footage because it is freaky and disgusting and he is grooming Andy. But Stephen?
You know what he said on the topic of grooming before we go to Stephen? He was like, oh, so how much do you pay for rent? I'm like, I pay for like $300 a week. He's like, oh, whoa, that's pricey. I'm like, what about your house? He was like, yeah, you know, my father passed it down to me, so I didn't have to pay anything for it. And in my mind, I was like, is he trying to like somehow like offer his house to me if I like or something? That's what's going through my mind. I don't know why. I'm like, interesting. Can I somehow get a free house? What is he insinuating right now? Why is he?
Would you do it?
Oh, it would depend on how long. Like if I had to groom someone for 10 years to get a house, no way, Jose. If I had to groom someone for like 6 months, that'll probably be the max. 6 months of like me giving them my love, like maybe that might be worth a house.
What do you make of all of it, Stephen?
Well, knowing me, if I were to approach him, I'd probably take like a very, I guess like passive aggressive approach. Like I'd probably be like, yo, like why you keep staring at me? You know, like I find that comfortable. You know, I'm gonna call the cops, like that type of like thing, because you know I've been over at Annie's house like a couple of times. It just doesn't feel right when someone else is watching you. Like you want to just enjoy your time, like doing your own thing, but you have like this creepy dude who you don't even know, who's just like always having his eyes on you. That's kind of messed up.
Wow.
It's wild. It is wild,
dude. So this week I recently got this. And I was like, you know what? Like, I want to like post this on like Tinder and see what happens. I haven't been on the app in a while. So I log on, find a nice cool photo of me with the and I put it onto Tinder. And I just sort of wait and see what happens. And then this girl, she matches, we match. By the way, I'm bad. Like, what I figured out is I'm really bad. I don't know how to flirt. That's it. I don't know how to flirt. I just don't know what to say. And like, this girl, her bio is like, I can't parallel park for life. And I don't know what goes through my mind, but I text her. It's really hard and nearly impossible to parallel park. And she replies, weird flex. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. She replied, weird flex.
Have you talked to her since then? Or?
I've not replied. I don't know how to reply to that. In my photo, there's like a photo of me like with
you know, you could have saved it if you said like, haha, I know it's quite hard, but you know what makes it easier? If I were teaching you and when can I come around and pick you up? Done.
I've tried like a lot of direct approaches, and direct doesn't work as well. I don't know, I need to figure it out, but I'm not too worried. But like, I figured out I'm just really bad when it comes to like flirting. I do not know how to flirt. End of sentence.
I feel like that direct approach is only like, you got to have some form of balls to have that like direct approach.
I think direct works in real life. I think it works in real life for sure.
Depends on who though. Like if I said that to someone, they'd just be like, bro, are you like, I didn't call a driving instructor today, because you know how driving instructors are predominantly Indian. Or I didn't call my driving instructor, go back home, you know what I mean? Like there's a difference. Whereas if someone else did it, be like, oh, okay, you know, like the interest is perked, you know, the interest is perked. And it's just a game, bro. It's just a stupid game.
So
how's it help?
So when I was on my road trip to Byron Bay, you know, that day I was talking about on the last call, I was just like going to every single girl being like, hey, I'm new here, do you know what I should do in Byron Bay? So there was this girl that I was talking to. She stayed at a hostel. I was like, oh cool, she was like, it's amazing. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll check in. And then we were just talking, walking together. And then she was like, hey, I'm going to check this beach. Do you want to come with me? I'm like, yeah, I'd love to go check it out. And then so we go to the hostel. She fills up her water bottle. I go in her car. She drives to the location, and we're sort of on this beach. And she's like this 26-year-old girl. I think she's like learning to be a chef or something, or like learning to be a teacher. And we're walking to the beach, and there's this sign and a map. And she's like, yeah, I was like looking for like the nudist beach. Apparently like there's one nearby. I can't seem to find it. And I'm like, oh, I think you're right. It's probably like up there or something. I'm like, oh, I think it's that direction. And I was like, okay, let's check it out. And we walk towards the nudist beach, and we see like 1 or 2 people that's like nude. And then she says, yeah, like I wanna like, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna like jump into the water. Like I'm gonna like take off my clothes. Like, do you wanna like? And I'm sitting there. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know what to say. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll probably like walk the other direction, and like I'll meet you back at the hostel. Like I'm not like, I don't want to take off my clothing and jump into the water right now. Like I was just like, and I just like walked back the other direction.
An opportunity presented itself right in front of your face, and do you know what you did? You had the opportunity. Right, this is the opportunity. You pegged it away. You idiot.
Dude, in my mind, I'm like, what the f? Like, if I take off all my clothes right now, I'm naked in this beach with this random guy I just met. I don't know what the f to do. Like, I don't know.
Actually, no, that's pretty smart. Because you would have had your wallet on you, your phone. You put everything down. She goes, oh, I'm just going to go take a sip of water. She puts her clothes on, and suddenly you're naked with no clothes. Nah, man.
That's exactly why. That's exactly why. I was really safe. What Krishn said. But that happened. The whole was like, I was like, I don't really regret it, because it was a bit like weird, like out there. Like she said, like before, she was like, oh yeah, I was like planning to go to a nudist beach, but you know, that would be weird because I just met you. And then I just sort of like looked past when she said that. I didn't take any of it. I didn't literally thought she was looking for a nudist beach to get nude. Like I didn't know like that's something people want to do. So yeah. So when she said like, I'm gonna like take off my clothes and jump in, I was like a bit shocked. I was like, no, I'm good.
It's your analytical mindset coming in. It's your analytical mindset. Did you tell her what you did? What you did as a job and everything?
I just said I have like this online consulting company. She was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool for like a young person.
Ah, you're smart. You're a smart man. You think with your head. You didn't succumb to the aura of a female and potentially lose your wallet, lose your car keys, lose your phone, lose everything just like that. How would you have gotten home if you lost your car keys?
That's true. That's true.
Just like that, we've just proven that no females can taint with our brains, and we will wrap it up there, because
we are never gonna see a female ever. We are never gonna let a female touch us. We're just gonna live our life with 0 females, because females are gonna take advantage of us.
You could have been stuck in the Gold Coast if you went to...
See, I'm just like Steven. We're all like Steven. We're just like, we don't need girls. We just like, you know, we don't want to take things further. Like, we just want to make it neutral. We just want to maintain friendships. We don't want to take things further, man.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't play no games. 3 to 4 side chicks that I have. I don't play any games here, right? I'm here to slay.
I only have 4 friends. They're not side chicks. I just have 4 friends that are girls that I talk to, and I don't take it any further than that.
Treated me.
Hopefully this has become reality. Hopefully we don't like freaking talk about this too much and it really becomes real. Guys, don't do this shit. Just be a normal fucking guy And yeah, I'm chilling.
That's the moral of this episode.
Yeah, good solid episode. Good solid episode.
Thank you.
Weird like ending.
Thank you,
Weird
guys.
like way to end it. Like I don't know. It's like a weird vibe. I'm like happy, funny, but like a bit awkward right now. It's like a weird end. But I think this is like a really unique episode.
If you guys made it to the end, you know what we're talking about, and we appreciate it. If you did make it to the end, genuinely appreciate it. If you clicked away in the first 30 minutes or first 20 minutes, you missed out. So
yeah, thank you so much. If you're listening to this right now, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You know something I wonder? Like, damn, the editor listens to all this in detail.
Yeah, poor guy. Shout out. Shout out. Appreciate you. Yep. So that's episode 23, guys. We'll be back again next week. Regular uploads shouldn't be an issue. Thank you so much. I'll let you wrap it up.
Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. As Krishn said, peace out, and I'll see you next week. Peace.